Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about how powerful it is working with friends are. And not just friends, just anyone who's on the same path as you, who's trying to get to a similar point in life. Whether it be learning new skills or trying to get a new place in their career or just trying to get better at doing something. Personally for me, I've actually been doing this myself because I want to get better at learning chess. So with one of my friends, I asked, hey, do you want to just have a chess game going on our phones and whenever we have the time, just make a move? I thought it'd be similar to how people used to play chess when they had like pen pals in different states, but there was no electricity, no phones, nothing except the mail. And all they would do was mail their next move back and forth, and they would play games over whoever knows how far. And I figured over time, we'll just get better normally. And at the same time, we'll also have this open connection where we're able to just do something together and we don't have to talk all the time, but we still have this connection available. And just from doing this for so long, it's been about at least a year, probably over a year at this point, I can tell I've gotten a lot better at chess. Like the way my mind thinks now, I could picture multiple moves ahead as opposed to when I first started and I was just like, oh, I want to get this piece because it's a valuable piece, or I just want to get a piece. Now I'm picturing the game much further and thinking more strategically. And this just happened because me and a friend are just casually playing a game over a long period of time and learning from it. And this is just one example of how powerful learning with someone can be, especially over a long period of time. Another example is by Mr. Beast. He was on Joe Rogan recently, but he's told this story many times before that, where he would meet other people who were interested in learning how to do YouTube and get better at it. And they would have these mastermind sessions. I don't know if it was weekly or every day or whatever, but he would just meet up with these guys and just talk about YouTube, what they learned, and just whatever it is. And by doing this, they increase their knowledge and ability at getting good at YouTube exponentially. Mr. Beast says when you're doing YouTube or just anything else by yourself, you might fail a couple times and you learn every time you do that. And let's say over a month, you fail 10 times at something. That's 10 lessons, right? But if you're doing it with 3 other people, and including you all make 10 mistakes, you all can share those lessons with each other without having to make, over collectively the 4 of you, 40 failures. Only one of you is just making 10 failures and you're learning at 4 times that rate. And this is just how beneficial it is to learn with other people because you could learn from their mistakes as well. And also by sharing the information you've learned from doing whatever it is and teaching it to other people, it helps you actually solidify that information in your own mind. And this goes to the Feynman Technique. We got some people with motorcycles out there, and hopefully I didn't mess up the audio, but I'll probably cut it. The Feynman Technique. It was made by this professor, Richard Feynman, and he figured out this insanely powerful way to learn anything super fast. And this technique is basically find something you want to learn, figure out the basics of it, and then try to teach it to someone. And by teaching it to someone, you find all the pitfalls in your learning or ideas of the concept because you have to teach someone every individual step and how to learn it. And you might think you know something, but it's not until you start teaching it to someone else that you realize you're not fully grasping the concept. You have to work through every minute detail so you can actually teach it to someone at a very detailed and fully comprehensive level. But not only is it just teaching them and trying to figure out all the areas you're lacking in, but by trying to teach someone, you have to adjust the way you teach. You have to make sure you understand it yourself. And by doing it, it's solidifying it more and more and making it more concrete in your own brain. So whenever you can, just try to find someone else who you could actually learn something alongside with. Even better if you can get a team going and actually dedicate time to learning the thing as a group. And by getting this group of people together, you're gonna exponentially increase your knowledge of the subject, idea, skill, and it's just gonna make it so much easier to learn. And by doing this, you're gonna exponentially increase your knowledge because 1, you're gonna learn from each other's failures, so you're gonna learn a lot more lessons a lot faster without having to go through the pain. And you're gonna discuss these ideas of what you learned with people and trying to teach them what you learned. And by doing this, it's making the ideas that you learned more concrete in your own mind and helping you learn it even better. And as opposed to learning by yourself, which you might start to fall off because you might get bored, tired of it, just stuck on a certain area, and you either quit completely or take a few days off, which will further delay your growth. You're gonna be working with other people, which will give you motivation to keep going, especially if you dedicate a time to work on and develop your skill in whatever it may be. it's going to give you reason to keep going and have accountability not to let your other team members down. And it's going to help you grow so much faster because you're not going to give up as easily. So I hope you guys really start working and trying to find people who you could work alongside with and learn things together with. I hope you guys like this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell notification. And I'll catch you next video.